Steele.
Hello everybody, and today with me again Seth English, and today in our program I have Richard, our special guest. He's from the UK. He's a volunteer here to Malawi. Hello Richard.
Hello Seth, thanks for having me.
Could you please tell us about yourself?
Like I say, my name's Richard Steele. I'm from the northwest of England in a city called Preston, which is near Manchester, and I've recently qualified as a teacher.
How did you come to know of Malawi?
For FOMO Malawi, I've always been involved because my mother came 10 years ago to Malawi to help FOMO when they had a couple of centres. So, and the church and the parish I was with, FOMO works a lot with. So, like I say, from a young age I've been brought up to help FOMO with containers, fundraisers, working with schools and everything. So, as I was at university, I kind of grew apart from FOMO. So when I came back, I saw Mary. She was telling me about her school. And I said, oh, well, I'm a qualified teacher now. So we arranged for me to come and teach here to help.
Okay, so what do you think about education here in Malawi?
The education system is very good. People are doing well.
How different do you think or similar is it between the education here and in the UK?
So the similarities are to do with the syllabus and the ways that they do teach. The actual curriculum that they teach is very similar because I can come here and teach. But the way they go about it, the way Malawi go about it is very different because they don't have the necessary resources, the necessary stationary equipment. Like I say, because money is a problem in Malawi. It's what they've just got to use what they can. So in England, I use lots of books. Each child can have a book to look at. I have a teacher's guide. There's technology. There's projectors in every classroom. We've got the internet. Like I say, electricity is constantly on unless there is a major fault. But in Malawi, you just don't know what's going to happen. So they have to think a lot wider. They have to think, so if the electricity goes, I can do this on this whiteboard. I can make sure we have this. They only have one book to work from for one class, so they have to really, it's harder. It's a lot more challenging being a teacher here. You have to know it yourself, write down. Some children might not have the right book, some children might not have paper, pens. So you've really got to work with the children and think, what can we do to help them learn? And they do it well here.
So when you're in class, what are the main challenges that you face, communication and stuff like that?
Yeah, so one of the main challenges has been, it was a slow start for me because the children, they're seeing this English person. They've probably worked with English people before, but I was new, different, speaking a different language. The main challenge was the English, so I had to make sure I was talking slowly. Like in my nature, I started talking fast. Because the children didn't know me, they weren't saying anything, so they weren't understanding. So what I had to do was reach out to the children, speak to them and say, look, I'm here teaching you to help you. You're also here to help me. I'm learning. So if I'm going too fast, you need to tell me. If you didn't understand something, you need to tell me. We can go over it. I can speak slowly. We can write things down different ways. And slowly, they started to get comfortable with me. They started asking more questions, and it's working really well now.
Yeah, at least. Are you seeing any improvements?
Oh, yes, definitely. It's definitely in their education and in their... So I'm teaching maths and computing, so their maths is getting better because we've improved the English, we've improved the relationship. That's what you have to try and get, the relationship with the children, that they're comfortable, they know how I learn, but I need to know how they learn in different ways. So I've been using the projectors, I've been using group work, going outside, changing the setting, just different things I can try and use to help them to learn.
With the time of you being here in Malawi, have you learned anything that you're going to take back with you?
Oh, definitely learned so much that sometimes you might not have a lot to work from. It doesn't change how hard that people can work, because they work really hard here and they can solve problems. But because of money, skills, resources, like I said, it's a huge challenge for them. So they have to work extra hard, and they do.
Okay, Richard, do you have any last words?
Like I say, I'd just like to thank you for letting me come and talk here. Thank FOMO for giving me this opportunity. And I really will take back and try and work with FOMO to try and improve the schools here, because some schools aren't as lucky as FOMO Independent School. They don't have the right tables, chairs, classrooms. There's like hundreds of people in one classroom. It's just getting people aware how education is different from other countries and how we can help each other and use that.
Thank you very much, Richard. That's all the questions that I had for you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's all that we had today. See you next time. Kona.